Let me get my guests into the show. I'm joined at this hour by former Indian cricketers Yajurvendra Singh and Ashok Malhotra. I'm also joined by senior sports broadcaster Prakash Vakankar. Ashok, to you first. The pitch helping the bowlers, weather no threat at all. All escape routes for New Zealand have been sealed?
Absolutely, especially when you got Ashwin in the ranks. Although Kohli does not have a... I don't know, you love Ashwin or hate Ashwin, you can't ignore Ashwin. First inning, he first started with Akshar Patel, then Jayant Yadav, and third choice was Ashwin, and he picked up 4 wickets for 8 runs. And second inning, when he picked up 3 wickets, he again brought on Jayant Yadav. So I don't understand what kind of a chip on his shoulder has against Ashwin. But the fact is, he's a match winner, he's a legend, and he's a great bowler. You cannot wipe out his record, you might not like him. You love him or you hate him, but you can't ignore Ashwin. And hats off to him. On these kind of wickets, he's unplayable. You know, and that shows in his bowling averages, where the number of wickets he's picked up. He's number 3 in the list of all-time wicket takers.
Let me reiterate that 50 test wickets in a calendar year, not just the first time, but this is the 4th time he has done it, and he's one short of 300 test wickets on Indian soil. Yajurvendra, would you say that we can hope Ravi Ashwin to be this effective as well when the team travels to South Africa?
I'm sure he's got all the capabilities to do that. He's shown that in the past as well. So as Ashok said, yes, he's a match winner and a legend now himself. And you could see the difference between him and all the other spinners. I mean, the way he flighted the ball, pace that he was flighting the ball, and the turn he was extracting. I mean, they were all, and it was really, that's what you call about good bowling at this. None of the others, except Ejaz, who bowled very well, could get that sort of a turn and bounce that Ashwin was getting. A fabulous performance by him.
Prakash, 28 wickets picked by spinners on this Mumbai deck till today. That's the 3rd day of the test match. Ravi Ashwin with 7 of them. But would you say he was unlucky not to pick more?
I mean, I suppose one of the prerequisites to pick up wickets is to get to bowl, right? Or get to bowl enough, right? So if you're bowling only 8 overs and picking up wickets, or bowling 25 overs and picking up wickets, there's a difference. Whatever be the mindset of the powers that be, I don't think anybody can deny the fact that Ravichandran Ashwin has played less test cricket than he should have in the last couple of years. I don't think anybody can deny that. That said, as Ashok said, as Sunny said, champions don't require too many chances. They grab them because they are who they are. And Ravi Ashwin, to me, is like his mind is like a clickety-click computer. You can sense it. He's trying new things. If you want to accuse him of something, I think the only thing you can is that maybe at times he's experimented so much because he's so talented. He can try everything. I think the only ball he hasn't bowled is one that's bowled and then comes back to him. Other than that, I think he's tried everything else. And he's such a phenomenal performer.
Well, someone told me that his mind works like a supercomputer. Ravi Ashwin has been one of those phenomenal match winners for India over the years. But Ashok, let me come back to you on the topic of Indian bowlers. While Ravi Ashwin has been phenomenal at home, would you say one of the reasons for India's resurgence in the last few years, I would say the last 5 years, has also been the way India's fast bowlers have bowled? Particularly, we saw Mohammad Siraj, how he really opened it up for India with those 3 wickets, 3 for 19.
Absolutely, Rika. Our bench strength in fast bowling is unbelievable because domestic cricket is played on green top wickets. So the spinners are, disappearing, except after Ashwin and maybe Jadeja, and I don't see very many spinners in domestic cricket. So these are probably the dinosaurs. They might go extinct after some time. The fact is, as Siraj picks up 3 wickets, is he a certainty to play in South Africa? The first test match, we don't know. Because we don't know how the powers, as Prakash said, how the powers work. None of us really knows how they, what makes them take, why they want to include certain guys. And there's different yardstick for different people. Believe you me, it has been going over, history says that there's different yardstick for different people. And that is exactly what is happening once again. How can you drop Ashwin, the best bowler, the world-class bowler, the highest wicket taker. He's number 2 when he goes abroad. He's number 2 spinner. How can it be? I can't understand. If he has picked up wickets in Indian conditions, he'll pick up wickets abroad also, and he's done it.
Absolutely, and we'll hope Ashwin continues to be the match winner that he is for India on wickets abroad as well. Now, since we are talking about the upcoming tour, India's tour to South Africa, Yajurvendra, would you say that the Indian team now has warmed up well with this test match?
Oh, definitely they've warmed up well. But before anything else, let's not forget, I think Bharat Arun and Sridhar, the fielding coach, both have done an excellent job on this team, especially the fielding. I mean, I was so impressed by the close-in catching and the movement among the close catchers. It's a revolution. It's something which is very good. The fielding and the bowlers, like you said, even Umesh Yadav, he bowled exceedingly well in a wicket like this, where we've seen the others not perform at all, especially the New Zealanders. If you were coming to South Africa, yes, of course, this is a great win. To have a series win behind you when you travel abroad is always a great thing. And I think we have the firepower to be able to challenge South Africa and South Africa. I think we are going to be winning that series.
Right, and I hope it's not a prediction like Glenn McGrath 5-0 for Ashes. Prakash, coming to you, we have 20 days. I'm expecting that this test match will get over tomorrow and 20 days to the next test match. What does India really need to fix?
Well, I think, to be honest with you, in my opinion, it is going to be the top 5 batting spots and their performances. I think it was in the morning or the afternoon when we were together that Ashok mentioned that it is the Indian middle order which really has, and often the top order, except maybe the brilliant performances of Rohit Sharma and KL Rahul in England, where they were getting off decent and good starts. But really the middle order is going to be a bit of a worry. How are they going to juggle that around? What blend of youth and experience will they bring in? Because if South Africa are to do well, then it has got to be their quick bowlers who have to make an impact. And they are world class, let's not forget. India's seam bowling options, I think, are well covered. Spinners, we've talked enough about, depends who they choose to play. So India probably going to South Africa with the best chance, as we often say, but really, South Africa are not at their strongest except their quick bowlers. And I think India has a fantastic opportunity if they can sort out the middle order muddle.
Ashok, talking about the middle order muddle, the first question I have to ask you is Captain Virat Kohli's form. Same story once again. He got a start but failed to convert.
Absolutely. And he has been doing it over a period of last 2 years. You know, at the stage he was scoring hundreds, we all thought he'll quickly reach 100 hundreds. He'll catch up with Sachin. But it seems to be going further and further away as he's playing along. And I agree with Prakash, the top order has to fire. KL and Rohit are in good nick. Mine seems to be in good nick. If you want my top order, it should be KL, Rohit, Mike, Virat, and Shreyas Iyer. No Ajinkya, no Cheteshwar. You go with the people who are informed people. For me, a good player, they score runs after every third or fourth inning. And if 42 innings have gone without scoring 100, then I think you have failed for too long. For your own good,
well,
and
clearly you want the average age of the team to come down. One last question to you, Yajurvendra. If Virat Kohli has to fix a couple of things ahead of the next test match, which is going to be in South Africa, what would they be?
I don't think there's anything to fix. I think the team is doing pretty well and they're quite well matured and they've played enough cricket. It's just he has to fix himself, mentally. He has to realize he's still one of the world's greatest players. And, he has to just make sure that he gets runs and he comes in with a very open mind. You find him when he's coming in, he's feeling a little anxious, rather than anxious. I think he has to just understand that he has achieved a lot and everyone's expecting a lot from him. He just has to go there in a cool mind, enjoy himself. And I think that's about all. It's just that he gets 100, he'll start getting many, many more. And this was a good opportunity today to get a big score. but it was a casual shot actually played by him. And those are the things that he has to take care of.
Absolutely. It's that 100 the world and the cricketing universe has been waiting for since November 2019. Thank you very much, gentlemen, for joining me on the broadcast.